happen for myself and my family. There's no way that this is real, man, it can't be.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Modify Your Life podcast, where I am your host, Anthony Lopez, also known as Heavy to Modified. And here at Modify Your Life, we talk about modifying our life mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially.
And I'm Frankie.
And co-host, Modified Frankie, the hostess with the mostest, the Mrs. Built, not bought.
Did you tell him I'm a celebrity?
Bought, not built, no, because we can't talk about that yet.
We can't.
We cannot talk about that yet. But anyways, we're getting into it today. We're getting straight into it today because I'm fired up. Today, I had some amazing conversations with some amazing people. And sometimes, I have to get chewed out. And chewed out, actually, no, it's not the word chewed out. Sometimes I need someone to talk to me.
Like call out?
Not called out, just talk to me. Just, because I do a lot of talking. Right, people come to me for advice, and some people come to me for the answers. And sometimes it's good to have someone to come to me with the little answers. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Like someone to pour into you a little bit?
Important to me. And, I'm fired up right now because it's something that, I've been noticing a lot with my online clients, with people I talk to on social media, people in my circle, right? And you have the obligation to face your problems, right? We need to stop running away from our problems, because running away from our problems, we're never going to be the person we need to become, the person we want to become, the person that we're put on this earth to become.
Yeah.
Right? And think about it. After I say this, pause this podcast and think about it. Are you the person that you've dreamed of? Are you the person that you're proud of? Are you the person that you would look up to if you were not yourself? If the answer is no, then you need to start facing your problems. Right?
You made me think too. That's why.
Did I make you think? I made you think yourself? Well, think about it.
I'm a little emotional, actually.
Right now we're running. It's a time. It's a new year. It's new me. No, new year, same you, new habits. Right? Mm-hmm. But what it is like we are now facing the problems that we pushed away for 2023.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that did not accomplish their goals. I'm one of them. I have goals I didn't accomplish yet. I'm pissed off. I'm mad. I'm fired up. Not saying I didn't accomplish goals. I'm saying that there's certain goals I didn't accomplish, and I didn't accomplish those goals because I choose to put fun over certain things in my life.
So do you think you're just like mad because like they were within reach?
100%. My goals, I don't think there's any goal that's not in reach. I once walked into a gym and told people that I was going to lose weight, and they thought I was a dummy. So for me to think there's a goal that's not in reach is absolutely insane. If someone came up to me and said I'm going to become an astronaut in the next 5 years, I'm going to believe them. Right, because
I would too.
You know what I mean? No, I'm not me become an astronaut. If they told me, I'm not going to shoot their goals down.
Oh, true.
I know how it is to set a goal and to not be believed. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, by setting a goal not being believed is okay, because all that matters is you believe in it. Mm-hmm. Right? But it's going to take us facing our fears and understanding that we're going to be in uncomfortable situations, and we're going to feel uncomfortable. We're going to be put in new situations we're not used to. We're going to feel uneasy and unsettled. Right? But at the end of the day, it's what you need to do to grow. Right? Think about some of the most uncomfortable conversations we've had. I feel, is it safe to say that it built a relationship to be what it is today?
Yeah, it's shifted our relationship and made it better. But I guess thinking back, there was like certain conversations that maybe I initiated that I was like very scared of and trying to, run from it. Because I'm like, what if, everything goes bad?
What if? What if I don't make it?
I would just hold my breath, bring it up, and then the greatest things have come of those conversations.
Great things.
Mm-hmm.
Great things have came from those conversations, right? And every single thing that I was so terrified and scared of doing ended up being the best things for me. And like, think about it. Like that is that one thing that's separating, that your bridge is not complete because you have tasks that are not done.
Yeah. Right.
And those are the things that you need to complete in your life, in your day, in your week, in your month, in your year, in order to complete that bridge to move to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
But these tasks that we're trying to go around this bridge is like oval, right? Yeah. We're going back to it. It's broken. We go back the other way. It's still broken. We go back, and then we got another one, and another one, right?
So
and
maybe we should fix it.
Maybe we should start fixing it.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start working on it. Maybe we should stop running away from it. And this might be a thing of freaking changing the damn light bulb in your restroom. Right? Maybe
the one that's always missing.
The one that's always missing
houses?
in people's houses, Maybe it's changing the beep in your freaking smoke detector. Right? Maybe it's seeing that piece of trash that fell on the back of your bed 2 weeks ago and you've left it there.
I did that today.
You're nasty.
No, I walked over my own paper towel.
Oh,
twice.
That's crazy.
twice today.
You do that. You'll walk over trash to throw trash away is absolutely insane.
I know.
If you were a dude, you would leave piss on the toilet seat. You're nasty.
Probably.
When
No,
I was
I'd probably
overweight, I
pee
would.
sitting down.
You know, I
Easy.
pee sitting down too.
Sicko.
You know what I mean? So it's like we constantly run away from this stuff, right? And we got to understand that I am talking to you at this side of the podcast, the owner of the podcast, the creator of the podcast.
That's still a work in
That's
progress.
still a work in progress, right? And constantly what I've learned is that by running away from our problems and not facing them head on and being so scared to do the right thing is literally going to put you in a downward spiral over time. It might not happen tomorrow. It might not happen next week. But I promise you that downward spiral is happening. Like this freaking mic keeps on sliding down.
It doesn't. I think it's you.
Is it me?
Yeah, because I switched out our mics.
Well, you know what? I'm on fire today. I'm feeling it. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's just what we need to hear.
Okay.
Right? And you could say this conversation without making someone feel like crap and feel down and out on themselves. You know, I never looked at the volume.
I sound okay.
All right, back to the podcast. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's just what we do.
Yeah.
Right? You know, we run away from this stuff and it just does, it never corrects itself. If you owe the IRS and you push it away for 5 years, it's not going away. It's not
still
going to pay itself
knocking.
off. Because in a couple years, they're about to, bam, pull money into your bank account. Right?
That's
Your
happened to me.
history, me too. Your history will repeat itself. It is never going to go away until you face that problem. And until you start facing the problem, the task at hand, you're never going to develop the life that you want to live. You're never going to drive the car you want to drive. You're never going to have the body you want to have. You're never going to have the money in the bank account, the career, because you can't handle the tasks that are right in front of you every single day. Then how are you going to handle tasks that maybe are, how you can handle any more tasks?
If
You're
you
going to
can't
keep
pick up the little
overlapping
tissue.
and if you can't pick up the tissue, if you can't clean up the piss off the toilet seat,
Yeah.
right? If you can't go over there and clean up the mess you just made. Like, how are you going to do that?
Yeah. You know, before I used to use you as my security blanket
Why hasn't what?
to avoid a problem or a difficult conversation. I would always be like, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'd be like, nope.
You
gotta
handle
do
this
it.
one.
You
You got to
gotta
see this
do
one
it.
through, my boy.
And that, I mean, you were super supportive. We're like, nope, you're handling it.
I was standing right next to you. Like, I got you. I'll watch you. I'll guide you. I'll be there. I'll pat you in the back. But you got to handle it.
It was terrifying though. Now it's I got comfortable in the uncomfortable.
You have to get comfortable
Still
being
don't like it,
uncomfortable. You know what I
but,
mean? But
yeah.
think about it. You've had some great conversations. You've ended some friendships.
Yes.
Right? You had the I was gonna say the balls. You had the courage to have that
balls.
conversation and to take something out of your life that you would have maybe kept in because you're used to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's something that we do out there is we just stick to these habits because we're used to them. Right?
Habits or people. Habits or people.
Oh, are people around too?
Yeah.
That makes sense too. Are keeping habits that we're just used to and knowing that we should fix them, but it's hard to fix them, so why do it? Right? And the only way you're going to start doing that is if you start tackling the things at hand. If you stop running away from the problem. Right? Earlier in this podcast, I said, who are you today? Would you be proud of yourself today? Would you be proud to show off yourself to someone else? Right? Are you living the lifestyle that you feel you deserve? Because if you're not living, actually, no, I take that back. If I say you're living the lifestyle you deserve, it's going to be yes, because you've earned that lifestyle that you live. Literally, you earned that lifestyle you live. When I was over 400, over 500, over 600, I was depressed. I was unmotivated. I didn't work hard, so my bank account showed.
Yeah.
My lifestyle showed.
But
My
it was
cleansiness,
everyone else's fault.
But it was everyone else's fault. But I earned that life. Right? This loose skin, I earned that. This overweight body, I also earned that. You know what I mean? So in the predicament that you're in right now, you earned it. You worked your ass off for that predicament. Whether it been not
Good or
working that
bad.
hard, good or bad, you worked for it.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about life, though, is that you have the opportunity and the obligation to start bettering it now. To stop running away from situations at hand and understand that you just need to tackle it. It might make you feel upset. It might make you feel uncomfortable. You might be sad about dealing with it. You
But
might
you deserve
be
it.
stressed. But you, not only do you deserve that problem, because sometimes problems come up, they really task out of hand, but whatever. something, couldn't really control some things,
Yeah,
right?
but you deserve to fix it.
But you
for
deserve to
yourself.
fix it for yourself because you deserve to be the best version of yourself. You deserve to live the lifestyle that you want. You deserve to have the body that you want. You deserve to have the bank account that you want. You deserve to have the car that you want. If you're willing to work, if you're willing to hold yourself accountable to be the best person you could be. And I don't care if your wife agrees with it, your daughter, your mom, your sister, your grandma, your uncles, if they agree with it or approve of it or whatever it might be.
You don't live for other people. You live for yourself because when they're gone, you're left with yourself.
You are left with yourself. No, guess what? When you pass away, God forbid, no one's getting buried with you.
They're still going to keep pushing.
Better yet, no one's buried with you. That's it. Only your regrets. Dang. So you do not have to do anything for anyone but yourself. And if you love yourself like you say you love yourself, then
you should love yourself.
And you should 100% should love yourself. Then you should get out there and you should start tackling these tasks in hand. And not because it's 2024, right? Not because it's new year, new me.
It's because it's your life.
It's because it's your life and you get one of these bad boys. You only get one.
Mm-hmm.
YOLO. You only get one.
You only live once.
Oh, you only live once. Sorry. You only live once. You know what I mean? And it just gets me so hyped up though, because like I literally see the best in everybody. To the point where sometimes it screws me over. Mm-hmm. But I'm okay with that, right? Because we had a situation where I was like, why aren't you mad? Why aren't you mad? Why aren't you upset? Why aren't you saying something? Because I'm happy. I love my life. Mm-hmm. I was not if I would have kept going the way I was going, I was not going to be here anymore.
Right.
I was either going to take my life or take my life because of the poor choice of eating.
One way or the other. Yeah.
I love my life. I am happy for the stress that I have in my life.
Same.
I am grateful for the stress that I have in my life. I'm grateful for the people. I'm grateful for my clients, for the podcast, for everything around me. Now, I'm not saying every single day is perfect and easy, but what I'm saying that no matter what hurdle or no matter what obstacle life is thrown at me, no matter what trial and tribulations I get put through, I'm going to take it head on because I know how it feels to not be the best version of myself. Mm-hmm. And it feels like dog shit. Schnit. It does not feel good waking up every day feeling like an embarrassment. Yep. It does not feel good wake up every day and having to tie my own shoes where my girlfriend had to tie my shoes. Put my socks on because I told her it was cute, but no, it's because I could not do it. My back was so tight after sleeping for 8 hours. That is not the life anyone wants to live. That is not a life you want to live. That's not the life that anyone deserves. Your standards should be set way higher. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from this. If you're listening to this podcast and you're not relating with what I'm saying, then thank God. Mm-hmm. But it's not impossible because I always told myself I wouldn't be 400 and 500 and 600.
Remember I told you I'll never go over 250.
We got to get it together.
Yeah.
We got to get out there and win. You have the obligation to make yourself the best version of yourself.
It's rewarding. Like, it's a lot of fucking work. But it's very rewarding. And even on the most stressful days, I do also think of like, dang, I'm lucky that I have these problems that I'm dealing with now and these fires that I have to put out now than the ones I had to deal with 3, 4, 5 years ago. Like, I am blessed to be in a shitstorm that can happen currently, like in my life. Yeah.
And because you put in the work, like when you put in the work, you start to, your self-confidence goes up. Mm-hmm. When you complete that task, your self-confidence goes up. As we start chipping away at the things we want to accomplish in 2024 and for the rest of our life, we start having more faith in ourselves. Yeah. Life starts becoming a lot more clear. Things start becoming easier, right? Because you're now chasing a challenge, which is crazy to say is like chasing a challenge is I want to be successful. I want to work harder. I want to be a better mother. I want to be a better father. That shouldn't be when did it become chasing a challenge? You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't that be who we want to become in life? Shouldn't you want to be
the standard?
Yeah. Shouldn't you want to be your version of the best, your version of the best version of yourself?
Yeah.
Like without me, we should want to be that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want people to know who I am in a positive way. I want people to meet me. I'm not talking about the followers.
Yeah.
Or social media. I'm talking about me. When they meet me,
Anthony Lopez.
I want them to be like, I like that guy. He brings something to the table that I just can't really put it, but he's just really good.
But you are that person in real life.
But I wasn't before, though. You know
Um,
what I mean? I was an asshole. I had a chip on my shoulder. I had something to prove.
it was a cool guy.
It was
or
a
the
cool
asshole?
guy or the asshole. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And it's like, I was unhappy, though. I was unhappy because I was unhappy with my own decisions and my life decisions and what, the choices I'd made. And I was embarrassed that I drove Uber. Shout out to everyone who drives Uber. Don't be embarrassed. Keep working.
You know, I always wanted to try that.
No, I wouldn't let you.
No?
Because, I had some rowdy situations, I had to kick someone out a couple of times, But it's pushing things aside is never going to accomplish them.
Mm-hmm.
Pushing things to the back burner is not going to make you better. It is going to continue for you to continue to say the same because you're doing the same
to be a
thing.
burden.
And be a burden. You're not forgetting about it. You didn't forget about your
right, yeah.
2022 goals. You haven't forgot about your 2021 goals. You put them to the back burner.
But
right?
you're still thinking
you
about
saved them for 2023 and 2024, but you didn't forget about them. Your brain remembers that. This thing about our brains, it's a sponge, and it remembers things that are important. So do you think your brain is not going to remember something that you told yourself that you want to accomplish?
Yeah.
If that was the case, then why do you remember what you wanted to be when you were a kid? Why do you still remember your favorite superhero? Why is your favorite cartoon as a kid probably still your favorite cartoon right as of right now if it's still around?
True.
Because your brain remembers what's important to you.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you remember the first time you got your, PlayStation or Xbox or your favorite makeup kit or whatever it is? Because it was important to you.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you remember the first time your parents took you to an amusement park? It was important to you.
Yep.
So how about you start remembering your goals and dreams and taking action to complete them because it should be important to you. Your life should be important to you. You have lungs, you have a heartbeat, you have legs, you have arms, you have a nice smile, you have beautiful eyes, you have hair, you have life, and you should be important to you.
Mm-hmm.
Your goals should be important to you. Way more important than these goddamn Stanley Cups you guys are all fighting for. Dang, would you rather fight Frankie has one? She has one. Look at her, Stanley out.
And it was a gift from our
My
boo
best
Carla.
friend.
Were you mad that you didn't get it?
No, I just don't like that you call her your friend because she's not your friend. She's my best friend.
She's my friend.
No, she's not.
Baby, she calls me and we talk shit about you.
You guys do.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I feel like I came in I feel like
Guns
we're
blazing.
good. Yeah, I came in
Guns
hot
blazing,
today.
so I took a little bit of a backseat.
I appreciate you. I could have probably shot a solo.
Yeah, this
I
was
probably
a
could have
solo.
just like boom shot it.
I'm just
But you
here
know
as a
what though?
feature.
she's just my eye candy.
Yeah.
But you know what though? It's like this is I think you knew right when I came out of the shower. I was hot and ready. I was ready to go. You know what I mean?
And this is after like a completed day.
I woke up at 7 a.m. and it is now 8.
After cardio, after Zoom
Meditation,
calls,
mobility, all that
intake
stuff.
calls, workout,
Closing calls,
more Zoom calls, 2
2
business meetings.
2? Oh yeah, that last one.
2.
You know what though? I love it. I sometimes question if I'm working hard enough because I love what I do so much. You know what I mean? I fight myself because like I always listen to Andy and like Wes Watson and Big Boy and these people talking about business, how difficult it was. So I think sometimes like, am I challenging myself enough? But like, I love what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Like text messages I get from my clients, helping them, phone calls I get to call them, saying like, just being someone for someone feels amazing. If you haven't helped anyone lately, go out there and do it.
You did that today too. I won't get into the details, but as soon as you got on the phone, I'm like, here goes my little chub with his big old heart. And I knew it was coming.
About it. I'll talk about it. I'm not going to give names, but today, I had a client that disappeared on me. I talked to him, amazing spirit. He was ready to change his life around. He has family, he has kids. He was telling me all this stuff. He hopped in my program, did good for a month and disappeared. Payments went for months. And I got a hold of him and I was like, yo, man, like, what happened? Like you were so into it. You were ready to win.
You did try to reach out a few times before this.
I did, and this was the one. But let me share this story with you right now. This is how whoever you believe in works. Let me just say that, right? Because we have people from
who or whatever,
who or whatever you believe in, right? This is how it works. Okay. today I contacted someone out of nowhere. I was scrolling on my Instagram, my phone, and the message popped up. And no, sorry, I completely lied. I was typing in someone else's name, and their first letters had the same name, and he popped up like, oh shit, I haven't talked to him in a while. And I seen he didn't respond to my voice memo. And so I was like, Frankie, let me hit him up real quick. And he had a payment error in my account. So I hit him up and I was like, hey man, like he picked up. I was like, yo man, like, I just want to talk to you, man. Like, what's going on? Mm-hmm. Like, how you were so excited to work with me. He's been a big fan, a big follower of me for a long time. I just had a, I have a good feeling about everyone, but sometimes you just like really feel in people's voice that they want better for themselves. Yeah. And I love hearing that because that is the quote unquote motivation that you're looking for, but that turns into that action and you're unstoppable, right? Mm-hmm. And so I was talking to him and he was like, yo, man, he's like, I got to be honest. Like, I'm so sorry for ghosting you. Like, he ghosted me like I was a crazy ex because I hit him up a couple of times. And I was like, yo, man, like, he's all, but, like, depression got to me. I had some family problems. I was supposed to do this and that fell through. And then this kind of happened to me. And then that fell through. And I'm like, man, like, I can't catch a break. Huh? And I get it. Life sucks sometimes, right? Life sucks sometimes. Sometimes we are put so far in a hole that we feel like we do not have a way to get out. But just hear me out when it comes with this. And I'm not saying I'm a savior. This is how whoever you believe in or whatever you believe in works. Mm-hmm. So today he was just down in the dumps. He's talking to his barber, which is his I guess he said it was his like best friend. His barber's his best friend. I think every guy's best friend's a barber. It makes us look good. You know what I mean? If I get a haircut, I'm like, girl, I'm cheating tonight. Hey, you know what I mean? Period. So he's like, yeah, I was talking to my barber. He's like, yo, man. He's like, I guess his barber told him like, don't give up on yourself, man. Like, keep going. It's just not your time right now. Like, things are happening for you, not to you. And just keep fighting, keep pushing, and everything's going to be cool. Like, that's exactly what he told me his barber said. Mm-hmm. But he told you that after. Oh, shoot. I skip my thing? Yeah. I messed. So oh, my gosh. Just said, the actually, you didn't hear that. So the client said after that. But, so I'm so sorry, everyone. I got so into it. Dyslexia. I mixed up the whole story. But anyway, so he's telling me that he's going through depression. He's telling me that he's going through a lot of stuff. And I'm like, little man, I get it, man. Sometimes we need someone to be there for us. So I'll tell you what, man. I'm going to wipe away the last X amount of payments. It was a lot of payments that he owed. Because I know you want to be on my program still. He told me you want to be on my program still. I was like, we'll push those to the back and I won't charge you all at once. I'll just add those extra months. You pay those months every single month. But you don't have to pay it all at once. Just, you just basically got X amount of free months on my program for free. I was like, your next payment is not due till February 29th. So you don't have to worry about January. And I want you to show up for yourself. I want you to show up for your kids. I want you to show up for yourself. And I want you to book your damn Zoom call. Let's talk. Let's get together. Do your check and book your Zoom call. Mm-hmm. And the guy was damn near in tears. And then that's when he told me his story that he was talking to his barber about how hard life has been and he needs to get together. And he actually brought up that his wife noticed that he's been putting a little weight back on, so that he lost a decent amount of weight before he hopped on my program. Mm-hmm. And that's how it works, man. Like, did you see that? And now, not every single one is going to be a savior for you when you're going in a situation, but there are people that want to help you, right? But when you run away from a problem and you're not willing to face it, you didn't know what was on the other side. He didn't know that I was about to wipe away freaking $1,200 of debt for him. And I did, because I felt it in his conversation. Once again, I felt it when I first talked to him. I felt in this last conversation that he wanted change. Like, it is difficult being depressed. It is difficult feeling like you're not good enough. It is difficult living a life that you don't generally love. Mm-hmm. Not you don't love, a lifestyle you don't love.
Or things that you can't control that are really messing with you.
Yeah, there's so much that goes on. And I know how difficult it is. I know. And the crazy thing is, I actually had lifelines to reach out to, but I chose not to because as a man, it was degrading for me. Mm-hmm.
So mine was just ego.
It was, yours was ego. Mine was, you felt like I felt less than a man to go to you and cry. Mm-hmm. Right? So when he faced his fear and he decided to contact me, and he picked up my phone, because there's people that don't pick up my call at all. They avoid me like the plague. Right? And when he decided, he picked up, and look what was on the other side of that. Help. Someone who wants to see him win. This right here could be that one moment that he needed to make him the best version of himself, or guide him to be the best version of himself. He told me, he's like, bro, I've been friends with people for years and they would never do something like this for me. I was like, well, I'm not your friend. I'm someone that wants to see you win, right? You don't. Not everyone has friends that want to see their win. I'm not a friend. I'm someone that wants to actually see you win. There's no one in the world right now that I do not want to see win. And I've had people backstab me, steal from me, a lot of bad stuff. And I still want to see them win.
Just not around me.
In their own lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's that story. You know what I mean? Is that sometimes when you do choose to face your fears, it's actually way better on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
That probably took a load off of his shoulders. One, he doesn't owe that money. Two, he knows that like, damn, this person's got me. If no one in my circle has me, my coach has my back.
Damn, that's pretty cool.
You know what I mean? And I don't mind sharing stuff like that. I just don't share that stuff on Instagram. And I feel like, because if that becomes a selling point, you would have to hear this whole podcast and now hear my story and be like, oh, shoot, maybe it is true. It is true, but like, at least I got more of an explanation compared to a 20-second clip of like, oh, this is what I did for my client. Join my program. And you know what I mean? And that's why I don't share stuff like that.
There's a wait list.
It's a wait list of it, you know? And also, too, I have to have 20-24 people. And it's just amazing, though, because how perfect does that go with our podcast of don't run away from your problems? Because you don't know what's on the other side. You don't know what your best version of yourself looks like. Stop running away. You don't know what a bank account's going to look like. Don't stop turning away. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Take this time now and build the accountability, the discipline, the consistency.
Because it's going to bleed into everything else.
Everything. You're going to become a better dad, a better mom, a better brother, a better son, a better uncle, a better human being by you doing the right thing and working on yourself today. Mm-hmm. Starting today with small tasks, small steps equal big distances. There are not a lot of people that made it up to Mount Everest, but there's not one person in the world that made it to Mount Everest in one step. No. It took thousands of steps to make it to Mount Everest. So who do you think you are for you to be that perfect of a person, take one step and become perfect the next day? That is actually discrediting all the people that work their ass off to get the lifestyle, the car, the money that they want to have. You're actually discrediting them by thinking you could just be that one-off person that takes one step and is now successful. And I'm not just talking successful with finance. I'm talking about successful like in life. Though. Like mentally successful. Mm-hmm. Mentally successful. I'm always talking about money. Mentally successful. You are not special enough to skip the hard work. You're worth it. You could do it.
You're worthy.
We believe in you. You're worthy for everything that you're willing to work for. Let me say it again. You are worthy for anything that you are willing to work for.
Good shit, baby.
I'm on fire. Talk to me.
Nice.
What were you saying though before I cut you off?
I forgot. No, I was saying that I used to feel that same way too. Like, why can't
I've been talking too much.
Why can't I
my throat hurts.
Also do or be this or that and expecting very minimal effort to also get the same results of someone probably putting 12, 16 hours in? Be like, why is my like closing ratio not 30% like this person, but I'm just showing up to work 10 minutes late, taking like 15 minutes more on my lunch.
Why are you taking 15 minutes more on your lunch?
I had a lot to eat.
Damn. She had a lot on her plate, huh? You had a lot on your plate, girl? She was stressed. She had a lot on her plate.
Stressed. Yeah. So now, thankfully, I've...
Wait, hold on. What was that mentality? Where were you at in that mentality?
300 pounds.
Oh. No accountability?
No.
No consistency?
To eat?
No.
So, yeah.
I was going somewhere with this.
Okay, keep going.
I'm done now. Now they just laugh. They are not taking serious. Now they're not being serious. Now they're laughing. Now they checked out. Now they're like, oh, that's funny. No, like at 300 pounds, right? Mm-hmm. No consistency. Mm-mm. No discipline. No accountability.
No.
No taking action.
No.
But you thought everything was owed to you.
Yeah.
Oh. Uh-oh. So doesn't it fall hand in hand when you're living a lifestyle when you're living a lifestyle that you're truly not happy with? Then everything else falls in line with you not doing the right thing and not getting what you want out of it.
Yeah, and I used to be very upset of being a small fish in a big pond. I would get really mad, and now I get so excited.
You just were on one of the biggest podcasts in the world, girl.
I know. So to be in like a room, and I'm the littlest person, and by every extent, no, not like that, but like by every extent of the word, it makes me so excited because I'm like, what can I learn from you?
Yeah.
What can I also bring to you, right? Because I don't feel like I'm nothing, but I'm like, I can intake so much.
Well, you're not a plus one
because I don't want to be the big person in a room.
No.
In every extent of the word, you know.
Amen to that.
I'm down to pour into people, but that's not. You know, I want to take.
No, yeah.
In a good way.
No. Well, being in a room that you're the biggest one, you're never going to grow. Mm-hmm. You're going to be able to pour into people, but you're never going to grow.
Yeah.
So I just had a conversation with someone where I need to stop being the biggest one in the room, and I need to get into a room where I ain't shit. Mm-hmm. I ain't nothing. I'm nothing. I'm just Anthony Lopez. What? You make X amount of money? Okay, that's cool, man. Let's keep working. I want that. That's who I want to be. And I love that feeling, and I miss that feeling. I love that I could be a pitcher to other people, but it's time for me to become a cup, right? So I could get poured in, and I could continue to learn, and then I could take that back to the people that are in my circle now and help them grow. Yeah, and then they level up and they become the pitcher, and then they pour into me. You know what I mean? Like that's really being someone who wants to win. Like I'm not a hater. You know what I mean? And I used to be a hater. I used to be upset at other people winning. I used to be mad when people's followers are going up. And I catch myself doing this now. But I'm like,
it was just this one stupid viral video.
And I'm like, wait, that's not me. And I get mad. Like, I feel guilty for even thinking about it, but I have to remember that I'm human. Mm-hmm. And also to you listening out there, the people that you're changing your life right now, it's okay to have those bad thoughts and you let that old version of yourself step out real quick. Like it's okay. Like you remember, call yourself out. Like I'm being a hater.
I do that all the time.
There's no need for me to eat that. Remember, this is not going to push you towards my goal. Like you're not going to wake up perfect, right? You're still working yourself. I've been doing this for 5 years. I've been in rooms with a lot of different people. People that make more than me. People that make less than me. Right? Sometimes I have that little hater part comes out. I'm like, word vomit. Stop it. You know what I mean? I got to check myself. But at the end of the day, though, I know for sure that I'm not gonna say I'm 100% happy because I don't think there's a real that's possible. But what I am gonna say is that I am like 90%.
The happiest
I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life.
And there's more.
And there's more happiness that come because there's more things to accomplish. Mm-hmm. Right? Like you are gonna want to accomplish so much more once you start working on yourself. You think these little 4 goals you got set for you right now are they gonna be the fix all to your life? No, you're gonna achieve so much more. But in order to achieve more, you need to achieve 4. Boom. Sign me up.
Ooh,
I'm a rapper, baby.
Put that on
a cracker, dude. You know what I mean? But no, honestly, in order to achieve more, you need to achieve 4. That's my slogan right now, right? And it just what that means though is that you just have to start.
Not 3, not 5.
Not 3, not 5, 4.
And then 4.
If you want more, do 4. Then 4. I feel like this podcast is gonna be like, yes, he's right, and then they start laughing.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you know what? I need to do this. Damn, you lost me. But no, it's just like I always want to, I come in hot, but I always just want to always have to check myself and understand that I speak from the new version to old version. I go back and forth a lot, right? Because the people who I'm speaking to, I speak to 600 plus, 500 plus, 400, 300, 200. And when it comes to weight loss, and when it comes to business, I speak from being pissed broke to having a little bit of money in my account. Mm-hmm. Being pissed broke to having all my bills in auto pay. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
That's a big step.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? That's a big step to have your stuff on auto pay and not even know when it comes out, but you're good, right? And so like that's how I speak. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I always have to remember that I'm talking to the old Anthony Lopez, but I always have to remember who Anthony Lopez is now. So the fact that I get to go back and forth and relate with so many different people and be able to be in a position where one day you're going to be in if you're willing to work in, like I want you sitting here. I want you on my podcast. I want you to take a 1% of the stuff we talk about every single Monday and Friday and go and take action and go and apply it to something. And I want you to send me a message like, yo, because of what you said this time, it's fast forward a year later, I'm 200 pounds down. Oh, boom, get on my podcast. Share to the world what you've done.
Or
I want you sitting here.
Weight related.
Or if it's business related.
Yeah.
Weight related, mental, physical, emotional, financial.
More of an engaged parent.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
It's anything. It's when you win. People that are on my podcast don't only win in weight loss. It's financially. It's
unlimited.
Mentally. It's spiritually. You know what I mean? We have some people coming up that won mental battles. You know what I mean? We have someone in the middle that's about to be on my podcast that's in the middle of her weight loss journey, and I see nothing but freaking negative comments on there. She's so happy and smart. I can't wait to get her over here. And it's just one of those things that you don't only have to win in one section to be a winner. Now, when you win in one section, it makes you want to win more, and that's what leads into mentally, physically.
It bleeds into
everything else. It bleeds into your whole entire lifestyle.
That's you or me?
Oh, that's me? My bad. I forgot to put myself on.
Always on vibrate.
My bad over here. And getting into it is that you have the obligation And you have the opportunity to make yourself the best version of yourself.
Yep.
To make yourself the person that you are proud of. Make yourself the person that you want people to speak highly about. To make yourself the person that you speak highly about.
Make little you proud.
Exactly. And make those little yous proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
Get out there and work. This ain't going to be easy. This is not supposed to be easy. Good things or amazing things are not easy to have. They put you in uncomfortable situations. They make you have to learn. They make you have to dig yourself out of a hole. They may put your back, second guess a lot of things, right? Have self-doubt, fear, nervousness. But behind all that, after all that, comes success.
And if you feel all that, that means you're alive.
It means you're alive. Yeah, exactly. It means you're alive. It means you're working yourself. It means you're doing something different. It means you're going against the grain, right? Because right now, going with the grain is not something we want to do.
Because it hasn't been working so far.
It has not been working so far.
Yeah.
Trying to appease and satisfy everyone else has not been working. Let's worry about appeasing and satisfying yourself. Let's worry about you and your self goals. Let's worry about yourself and who you want to become.
Before you could pour into anyone else.
Before you could pour into anyone else, let's worry about you. Because when you worry about you and when you achieve your goals and when you achieve little wins every single week, every single month, every single year, the people around you are going to level up or they're going to get left behind. But it all starts with you. So get out there, chase your dreams, chase your goals, start tackling the task in hand that you have been procrastinating and been pushing off for months, weeks, years, and get out there and become the best version of yourself because you have the obligation to do it.
And it'll be worth it.
And it will definitely be worth it. And this is Modify Your Life Podcast, where I'm your host, Anthony Lopez, also known as Heavy to Modified. If we said something amazing, if you like something, please share the podcast. If you thought it was amazing, if you thought it was stupid, please share the podcast. We're always looking for, we love the support. We love the support from everyone, from all platforms, Spotify, YouTube. You know, we put some, now we're going to start putting some of these shorts on top of our Instagram. And leave us some
comments, because you guys are a little dry.
Yeah, we don't get comments, but you know what I mean? Well, we do get some comments on Spotify. Shout out to Spotify.
Oh, I haven't checked that.
They're crushing it right now. Spotify's been crushing it.
I don't know. Leave me some comments on YouTube.
Let's get some comments on YouTube. Love to hear that. And if we brought value to you, share the show. We'd appreciate it. We love making this content. We're going to keep making this content. We are barely
hitting the YouTube
getting started. Goal. We are, yeah. Our goal this year is to be at 100,000. I've been wanting plaques since I first started YouTube and found out what the plaques were. And you know how I'm going to get that plaque?
Being consistent,
holding myself accountable, keeping discipline, staying accountability, and working my ass off to do it.
I worked mine off.
So if you're not subscribed on YouTube, go to our YouTube and subscribe because we need all the help we can get. What did you say?
I worked mine off already.
Auntie don't work so hard, don't work their ass off.
Yeah, none but back.
Damn.
I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys.
All this happened for myself and my family.
I was in the middle of leaving with positive, but that was
positive.